All right, come on, YouTube. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream on a hump day. That's right, it is Wednesday. It is a lot of streaming and action coming at you guys here on Reality Skewed Gamers. I'm your man with the plan, bringing you all the fun festivities. Ranger J 1999, welcoming you guys into another amazing day here in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game brought to you by Capital Games, and that's what we're here to discuss, do, have fun, and play Galaxy of Heroes. That's what we do here. I mean, it's why we hang out. And the reason for this stream is to bring you something fun and exciting and entertaining to listening to during the workday, wherever you may be out there in TV land, morning, noon, or night. It doesn't matter. We're here to bring you lots of fun and to give you something to keep your mind off the doldrums of work or whatever's going on in your life. Whether you're watching this live or later on, it doesn't matter. You can pop us in whenever you like and listen, or go back and listen to the stream, and that's what we're here to do. If you're new to the stream, welcome. If you've been here a while, it's hey, always welcome. You know the deal. Give your greeting in that chat because we love to shout you guys out. So say hi to me, say hi to the other skewers, and let us know that you're out there. It's a social stream, it's an interactive stream, and we like to interact. Also, if you could, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe, especially if you're new person. Subscribe and lets you know when we're streaming and gives you those notifications, supposedly, allegedly, maybe, when we go live, but it does help, and it does help the channel out, and it's always appreciated. Also, if you want to interact with us, because I said this is an interactive stream, if you have any questions, pop those into the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question statement, and we will get those added to we will get those scooped up and get those answered as best we can. And finally, think about becoming a Patreon sponsor. It's in the link in the description. Hey, $5 a month. It costs money to do this stuff, and if you'd like to support the channel out, that's a great way of doing it, is becoming a Patreon member. And if you do, message me in Discord, say, hey, I just became a new Patreon member, and I'll shout you out, because I really do appreciate it, and I know the channel appreciates it. All right, that's all the mechanics spill that I have to go through. Welcome, everybody, to the show. Man, if you didn't see it yesterday, what a crazy-ass day we had yesterday. My God, I had a certain plan for yesterday because I had two things I was going to do. I was going to finish up Dash, which he has now done Relic 5. And that was all I was going to do. And we were going to go do GAC, and then the rest of the day I was going to spend doing mini Ross reviews, trying to raise money for the Ranger J 1999 Coffee, Taco, and Bourbon Fund. I did do a lot of mini Ross reviews, an assload of actually. Didn't raise hardly anything for tacos, but that's okay. That's not the point of it. It's just I just work for tips. And so, yeah, that was the plan. Well, that plan went to hell in a handbasket because I'm always talking to her meowness, Ahsoka Meow, and just giving her an update. She wants to keep up, like what, so I'm working on stuff like that, just like you guys do. And well, if you didn't watch yesterday's stream, Ahsoka went mental. She found out all I had already unlocked on my own. I had done all this stuff, right? I got Darth Talon she was the last character. I had done her to 7 stars. She was geared 9. And I was just letting I know, hey, I mean, I just got to get my car techs. I'm tapped out on gear and everything because, I just did those other 3, and in between finishing C and now getting these done, I was a little tapped on gear. Just letting her know what's up. Well, I was like, I'm not hearing that shit, and sent me like $150 in total to make sure that Darth Talon, not only did Darth Talon get done, but she got it to Relic, and then on top of that to get Star Killer unlocked. He is unlocked for us now, so Star Killer's in our account. I just need Corbantes and stuff to finish him, so we are going to be religiously working on Star Killer for the rest of the day. So big shout outs in the chat for her meowness, Ahsoka Meow. You want to give some meow meows in the chat because she made that possible. She's unreal. I mean, I didn't ask her. She just did it. Unreal. And you guys should be checking out Ahsoka Meow if you can, man. She is in the top 25 in GAC. She's absolutely crushing it right now. So, yeah, that was very kind of her. She's always unbelievable. So, and it completely threw off my day. If I'd known she was even remotely doing that, I wouldn't have joined GAC as early as I did, but we did. We'll talk about GAC a little bit today. I'll wait for the GAC Whisperer to come on if he is. But our strategy is going to kind of remain the same for GAC. We'll do the best, a little bit more even now on the matchup this week. We're 3-3 so far. The first week I didn't quite have C done, but we do have him done now with his alternate. And we went 2-1 last week. So, yeah. We'll do the normal stuff that we do today. We'll do some mod depression. Not really a lot of depressing stuff for me to do right now because I'm not worried about pulling mods. I've got so many mods to basically slice up on a lot of characters, so most of my energy is going towards that. And I'm just starting to build up my credits again. So probably the only thing you'll see for mod depression is just me, as I said, slicing up mods. I got to get Dash done. I've got to get Starkiller done. I've got to finish up Kyle. So yeah, we're working on a lot of slicing right now with all of our mods. So got to get these done, and that just takes mats. I mean, there's no better way to put it. You just need mats. Let's see if we do 8 here. Got 12. Good. What's the other one? We need. All right, do that. Let's see if we can get them 5. Really, we only got. Son of a bitch. Well, that happened. A little bit short on that one. Oh boy. Yeah, and there's nothing. So really, there's nothing much going on. We do have a. In the game, there's not. The only event going on is contraband cargo. We do have a TW, which will set defense for everybody. Will set their defense today, and then GAC will kick off tonight. Now, for those that are new to RSG, we do a couple things on Wednesday. The lunch stream will end early. Around 12:30, I end the lunch stream, mainly because I show Book of Boba Fett. And let me tell you, folks, if you've not been watching Book of Boba Fett and you did not see today's episode, sweet mother of Christ, that is unbelievable what they showed in Book of Boba Fett this episode. I was stroking out all over the damn place. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you want to, people that seen it, don't spoil in the chat. I don't put up with that crap. But if you've seen it, you can just say how sick of an episode that was. I could not believe myself with that. Unreal. So we will show Book of Boba Fett in the Discord here, right after I end the stream around 12:30. Roughly, that's when we end it, and we'll play Book of Boba for 3 or 4 runs through. It's about 15 minutes long, the episode. So usually when they're that long, I go about 3 or 4. So if you want to see it, all you need to do is join the Discord. Make sure that when you do join, that you're muted so that everybody else can enjoy the show as well. All right. So we'll do that as well. We also have the big Wednesday night stream tonight, so VIPs know that when they can pop in. And at 7, and then at 8 p.m. Eastern, we'll have the big show. And we'll break down all the latest news and notes, some Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. I'm hoping we get a big announcement today. It's Wednesday. Doesn't mean they'll drop it on Wednesday, but I'm hoping that they do drop some news, because we got Conquest getting ready to kick off, and I'm hoping that they drop some information, at least about the Conquest, whatever the reward's going to be, whatever that's going to turn out to be, so we can start getting ready for Conquest. And so we'll do that. And then I'm going to get with Crumb and see if we're doing GAC tonight. If we are, then we'll go to his channel and go do GAC there. If not, then I'll just do my GAC tomorrow. So kind of a lot of got a lot of stuff for you guys today, so we'll check that out. I didn't know how many GACs Crumb was going to do if he was going to stream. So if he doesn't, then we'll do the regular RSG show, and then tonight the Wednesday night show, and then we will get to we'll see about GAC afterwards. So but a lot of streams coming up for you guys. Not only just streams, but stuff in the Discord. So I encourage you to join the Discord, especially if you don't have Disney Plus. And I know a lot of people have been very appreciative of us running Book of Boba Fett. Now, once all of Book of Boba Fett is done, the Sunday after the Wednesday that it ends, I will show the entire show for you guys. So I will come in around, 11, 12 my time, and run the entirety of the show for you guys. So you guys that have missed some of it or want to see the whole thing again, we'll do that as well for you guys. So there you go. All right, keep getting your questions in, get your greetings in. I'm just doing the contraband cargo crap here just to get my loots. And then I need to go check on Corbant. I'm trying to get Starkiller up, but I'm missing Corbantes. I am so tapped out on salvage. I'm so tapped out on gear. Star Killer is my last big quick get her done fast project because I am completely tapped out. The other characters I will work on, but I'm going to be working on my own pace because now that I've got him in the all gear and all resources will go to him religiously, quickly, as soon as humanly possible. But yeah, we've got a lot of oh boy, we got some work to do just for his gear. So I'm going to try to get him up as quick as possible, and then we're going to need more salvage, more everything. It's just ridiculous. But he'll be the last big one we take to Relic 8 for a bit, because after that, I mean, we'll go through it again. I mean, we're going to get Boba Fett and Fennec up, but they just need to get them. I need to get Boba Fett up to like Relic 3, maybe Relic 5, but probably Relic 3. Fennec I'll probably take up higher just because I want her damage for the Vader counter we're working on. And then once they're done, then yeah, we'll get the rest of this taken care of. Come on. Okay, so that's done. But yeah, if you, I had it up earlier, but yeah, Star Killer, he's getting all the loots, all the gear right now. And then I've got to finish up Fennec to, I got to finish her up to 7-star, which I'll get done here in the next couple days. And then Boba Fett, he's almost ready for Relic. Fennec's going to be, it's going to go Star Killer, Boba Fett, Fennec, Omega. Omega 7 stars, I need to gear her up. So we'll get her squared away. And then the other characters is basically, these top 3 here are just slicing their, well, Talon, I'm really not worried about her. Actually, we can take her off favorites. I'm not going to slice her mods immediately. I am going to finish up Daz and Kyle. And then we'll get the rest of the gang here done. I got to get Stormtrooper to Relic 5 and get him sliced. Same thing with Shore Trooper. But they're the last 2 we're due because I want to get Pow and Hoth Rebel Scout done for the Kyle Katarn Rebel Fighter team that we're working on as well. And now that we've got Dash squared away, we'll try to get his mods. I've got to get slicing on him. He's the priority. We want to get him to 6E and then slice his mods up and try to get as much speed on him as possible to make him a nightmare in GAC moving forward. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the plate here, but gear wise, I am tapped out, folks. Man, oh man, I don't even have Carbantes. It's like Christ in heaven. It's a lot. We'll take those though. I'll take them whenever I get them, man. I can tell you. So yeah, getting the loots is priority. So whatever we get is going to be going to him. I've got the other pieces. I just need Corbantes to take him to 8, and then it's going to be light side Chirotex. I've got to get those done. I've got the dark side, but the light side Chirotex is what I'm going to be farming religiously for because I only have 15 at the moment, and he's going to need a total. I think he needs 200. I've got the 300 of the other ones, I think, or whatever it is for this side, and then yeah. And then, yeah, let's work our way up with this stuff, man. It's just gear, more gear. All right, let's say hi to everybody, because I said we got a roster review. We'll do that here in a few minutes. I want to say hi to everybody, start answering your questions. There's really nothing else going on. And as I said in the game, let me just check where I am in arena. Okay, just typical stuff. All right, we'll knock those out here later on. But I think that's it for the game. Inside the game itself, it's just yeah. It's just a never-ending cycle. But I'm glad we got the Star Killer done because we're going to put him on defense or keep him for offense. It's going to give us a piece so we can move against GLs and things of that nature. So we will have some fun with him. And then once we get Boba Fett done, we'll have our Lord Vader killer for defense. We'll have Star Killer for maybe a GL killer on defense. So we'll have some pieces on the board that we can use against these GLs that don't require GLs and keep our GLs on defense. So there we go. All right, let's say hi to everybody. What's going on? Let me see here. Also, I forgot to mention, if you want to donate to the Ranger J 1999 Needs Bourbon Fund, the PayPal's link in the description. Those are just where I for tips and stuff. If you want to donate to that, feel free, because boy, after yesterday, I needed some bourbon. Oh my god, I really put one on me. I was like, what is happening? That's there. That's the only thing I forgot to mention. And then also a big announcement too. Next week, me and Thane are going to start doing some stuff for the charity stuff. We're going to go on a major weight loss thing, just to help with the charity. Might as well. We're going to work out, lose weight, and we're going to see if we can raise some money for our ACS campaign, which we will have another big run of it here soon here in the next couple months, where we will have another big stream for raising money for the ACS. So look out for that as well. Makwa says, hello, skiers. If it's Wednesday and it's not raining, does it make it dry hump day? Well, technically you're not wrong, but let's not do any of that, Makwa. I'm glad to have you here. Maz Kanata! Mozzie! Hey, Maz Kanata. Hey, Maz. Hey Mozzie, hey girl. Moz is here. She says, happy hump day, skillers. She says, pickle hype. Hell yeah, Moz is all about the pickle hype. Mozzie, so glad you're here. Whenever you get a sighting of Moz, it makes you happy and joy feelings. Love you, Moz. Foreigner says, hello there, skewers. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Foreigner. Roy Edwards says, happy hump day, Ranger and skewers. Yeah, that's us. That's all of us right here. Thank you. He says, although apparently already had Book of Bubba slightly spoiled for me. Well, don't worry. Watching it does, even if you had it spoiled, don't worry. It's still amazing balls. It is unbelievable. So you can watch it, and even if it's been spoiled, it ain't gonna ruin a damn thing for you, man. It is unbelievable. And I'm sure they didn't spoil everything because there was so much shit in that episode. I could not believe it. So, Roy, don't worry, you'll be good to go. Bard Westrom's hanging out, says hello, skewers. Well, hello, Bard Westrom. Kwai John Jin says good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Kwai John. Lord Helmus says Ranger grats on Star Killer. Couldn't stay the entire stream yesterday. Meow Meow is the queen. She is, yes, definitely. She is unbelievable. Pialo says hello, skewers. Hello, Pialo. Mike. Hump day. This is question. What do you think the ideal Iden lineup is on defense? Do you prefer the double tank of Storm or Shore if you only use one, which is better? If you go to Imperial Troopers, really you don't have that many options. So let's talk about this real quick. This is a really good question. I'll get to the other greetings here in a second. So if you're going to go Iden, I haven't activated her yet, but Iden, Magma, Snow, Range or Death Trooper work in there as well. Shore Trooper, I'm probably going to pull. I mean, you can go without this and keep Shore Trooper in your Lord Vader and just keep Death Trooper and Range Trooper, or you can go Shore Trooper, keep Death Trooper for your Imperial Trooper team, or Range Trooper for your Imperial Trooper team, and Shore Trooper over. There's a lot of combinations, but I think ideally, I think I'm going to go probably Death Trooper in there just because that team hits hard and you can get the death mark. It depends. I like Death Trooper, though, for my Imperial Troopers when I use and get Darth Revan, so automatically I would put Range Trooper in there, but that's still a really good team with Snow, Range, Magma, Iden. It controls turn meter. Snow Trooper gives turn meter, and it's just a really dope-ass team. So there's no ideal team, but one of those combinations will work. It depends on who you're facing and what you need. But yeah, those are kind of the combinations. Sure, you definitely want in there. Big D's in the house says, happy snow day, Ranger and RSG Nation. Back-to-back live lunch streams is a first in months. Man, we are glad to have you there, Big D6. Herman Falcon with a hoodie-hoo! RSG says, do the hump, do hump. Hell yeah. Glad to have you here always, Hermit. Mods Kanata says, yay for Meow Meow. Yes, we love the Meow Meow. Ghost Strike, my fellow guilty midichlorian, says, hey everyone. Hey buddy, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Rear Rock says, good snowy morning, skewers. Well, gonna get out there and shovel that snow. Gotta deal with it, put the salt down. But glad to have you here, Ray Rock. Lord Megatron and the Decepticons are hanging out with us with the hearts and the waves to all the fans out there. Glad to have you here and not plunging the Earth's resources. Proper Catches, howdy how. Sure does smell like flowers. Sure does, Proper Catch. Glad to have you here. What else in the 3 says, happy hump taco day. Yes, indeed. Mr. Bone, how do you feel, Mr. Bone? Says, good afternoon, skewers. Good afternoon, sir. Rare Rock question, are there any off meta counters for GLK? I want to set both Old Man Luke and GLK on defense against my opponent. Are there any off-meta counters for Galactic Legend Kenobi? Not really. I'm trying to think if there is any. I mean, some people two-shot it. Those are a top end Ray Rock where it's like Okay, let me go in with the bounty hunters. Let's kill this. And then let me go in with the next team, which is Bad Batch, and try to take it out. And then if that doesn't work, a triple cleanup. Yeah, GMK, you're talking about, you said, I'm assuming GLK means Galactic Legend Kenobi. Yeah, he is a nightmare to deal with on defense if you don't have a heavy-hitting team. He's just one of those teams you got to use something heavy on. Or, as you saw with Arnold in Playbook, you got to double or triple tap it. You want to set both Old Man Luke and GLK on defense against my opponent. I mean, you can, but I hope you have Vader to go use against theirs if they have it. But I'm okay with setting both of them on defense. I mean, I do it. Just make sure you have a counter in store for like Lord Vader and a counter set up for their GMK. Now I use GML against GMK, and then we'll use C against Lord Vader. Sometimes we have to two-shot it, but if they want to go heavy on the defense, then, hey, it is what it is. I don't have my full complementary of tools I'm going to be using in my handbag to get through their stuff, but yeah. Quiet John says, I got to stop talking about snow. I'm sick of dealing with your secondhand snow over there. Yeah, it's a good point there. It's a good point. I don't have any snow, it's just cold. So, but it's not even cold. I mean, it's balmy compared to where you guys are at. So that's why I don't live in the north anymore. I have lived up north. I mean, north, like North New York State. Just nastiness. Was not a big fan of the sub-zero temperatures or the giant piles of snow. So yeah, I plan on not, Palpatine's nips. Well, look at that. There you go. This is good morning, beautiful. Well, good morning, sunshine. What are you doing? Glad to have you here. Palpatine Snippies. All right. That's a name I haven't heard since, before your time. All right. What am I doing? Oh, we need to do the roster review. Of course, we do have to do the roster review. Let me get in here and get everything set up. Let's switch over. Change over. All right, let me look here. Let me go down here and let's go. We can get this roster review done. Let's see here. There it is. Today we are doing Galactimos, aka Mini Galactimos profile. Shout out to their guild, the Rebel Force of Kashyyyk. Well, of course. Let's see here. And what does our good friend Galactimus want us to look at? Galactimus says, just unlock Kenobi, so try to mod him in Ahsoka. Where should I take mods from? I'm thinking Revan. No. Oh, God. Can you look at overall modding and switch to my normal modding so hopefully get SWGOH shows it. Which team should I relic after gearing Executor, thinking Bounty Hunters? Overall look at my teams and general directions take with them. Anything you see I'm doing wrong? Sure. Okay. Oh boy. All right, so we do have Kenobi. What's your GP? Let me look at that. Okay, you're at 6, just right over the 6 million line mark. Okay, let's go to characters here. And let's go look at your Kenobi team. 59 degrees Fahrenheit at 6:22 p.m. here in Italy. Yeah, that's about where I'm at here in Alabama. But yeah, it's the rest of the U.S. is getting, in the North, Midwest, and everywhere else getting lots of snows, lots of cold, and just miserable poo-poo conditions. All right, so we do have 3 jails. We'll look at each of these. So we're at Kenobi. Let's see here. You're 578, just like mine. I have no problems with what you did with Kenobi here. Where's Shiroka? Come here, Shiroka. 356. Outstanding. No problem with that whatsoever. So Commander Ahsoka and Luke are nice. You said you pulled it from Darth Revan. Or Revan. I don't know. You must have pulled it from Jedi Knight Revan. I'm actually okay with that then, because you keep your Darth Revan at 348. That's okay. Let's look at your Jedi Knight Revan then. 337. No, this is looking really good, dude. I'm not having a problem with this whatsoever so far. Arrow Sentence says, it's 26 in Oklahoma right now. Supposed to get like 8 inches of snow today and tonight. Well, that's what you get for living there. You decide to live in the Panhandle, you deal with the Panhandle weather. All right. So far I'm okay with this. Your modding looks outstanding, buddy. I'll do some more spot checking here. Your bounty hunters look amazing. You keep working on Fennec. I got no problems here whatsoever. Farm Fennec. That looks outstanding. Really good job, man. So far I'm pretty damn impressed here, Galactimos. We'll do a spot check on your mods on Boss 327. Shit, man. I mean, Do you need a roster review? God damn. All right, I don't need the weather report for everybody here. You gotta know where the damn weather is cold and poopy. Stop it. I don't need to. God damn it, skewers. I've got the weather channel. I can look at it myself. Thank you. That's why I know it's poopy caca doo doo the rest of the country. All right. So you got me distracted from our important roster review we're doing right now. All right, Galactimos. Okay, so that looks good. Man, this is looking pretty solid, dude. I mean, your modding looks great on all your characters. Kenobi doesn't need any more speed. Ahsoka looks great. What's Admiral Pitt looking like? 357? God damn, dude. That looks outstanding on him, too. Whoa, this is really good. Let me just take a gander or something else before I go look at what you could work on next. All right, went speed set. What's your damage? God, that's totally fine on Kylo Ren. All right, Luke, what's your protection? Yeah, health and protection marks hit. Yep, nothing wrong with this either. That's outstanding job with that. Yeah, so far I'm pretty sure you're mod at some point. Your protection's solid and your offense is solid. Yeah, it's solid enough for gas. All right, man. I tell you, well, it looks good, boy. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is some pretty good modding you done right here, boy. Yeah, I played. We yeah. Don't spoil it. We know you know the deal, but I'll be showing it here in about an hour. Book of Boba Fett. It was absolutely grossy. I loved it so much. Oh my god, Book of Boba Fett was goddamn amazing. All right, so yeah, talking about the overall modding looks incredible, dude. I wouldn't switch a thing so far, dude. I'm serious. I just spot checked a lot of stuff there and just man. And then you said, which team should you relic after Executor? No, after Executor, your bounty hunters are solid, dude. I mean, other than working on Fennec, you can get Aura in there if you want to. She's pretty nice to have as her payout's so easy to get. But that's a secondary character. If you keep working on Fennec, if we look at your teams, though, man. This is pretty damn good. And we'll do some spot checking here. Now, okay, so let's talk about this. This is an important thing. We have 3 GLs. Now, you've got Kenobi, you got SLKR, you've got Jedi Master Kenobi. Now, the fact that you did Executor is going to kind of open up C for you. So if you wanted to go for your next GL C, I'm just looking at a couple characters here. Let me go to Empire first. Because okay, there's a couple routes here. Okay, Palpatine, we'd have to get. Okay, you'd have to do some farming. There's 2 routes you can go here, Galactimos, and I've been telling this to folks for a while now. Especially, I'm expecting this week easily that Darth Talon should become farmable. So it's been damn near 8 weeks since she came out, I think. So, at least, yeah, 8 weeks. So she should become free to play. I don't know where they're going to pop her, but one of the things I'm giving people the option of, GLs are important, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm going to tell you this to tell you this as well, Galactimos. Maybe think about going for Star Killer. Dash and Kyle are now in Cantina. It's 4 characters. They have to be 7-star. Only Relic 5. If you think about what you need for GLs, having Starkill in your lineup is like having another GL in GAC. It is a huge game changer. So if you are thinking about what you want to work on and where to go, I'm going to give you a couple of options here. Modding wise, everything I've checked so far has looked fantastic. So you could go for Starkiller, start working, at least getting the characters starred. Kyle, Dash, Talon should be coming free to play here very soon, and then you can save up for Mara Jade. That would be a recommendation. The other one I would probably say go for next out of all the GLs will be C. I'm not giving you any order of this, but I would say start doing what you need to farm for C, and then start doing what you need to do for Starkiller, and then probably we'll have Starkiller characters up and ready to go before you get C done. So those are 2. Let's look at your Imperial Troopers real quick. I'm just going to do some spot checking on what teams you don't have completely done. I mean, Imperial Troopers are fine. You can take range up, finish up Death Trooper, that's fine. But your team is pretty solid with what you have there. That's actually okay. Let's go Rebel Fighters. Look at those. And if I can figure out what my mouse is doing. So we'd have to do some work on Rebel Fighters. I know you have them on Moth mode because you have Jedi Master Luke, but that could be a team and project you can work on as well. So you have a couple of options you can do here. You're obviously, you said you're working on Executor. Let's go to, no, not squads. God bless America. Get out of here. I want to go to ships. So you're working on the Executor. So Executor priority, which means you probably need, if I'm not mistaken, you're going to need, let's go to your scoundrels. How are you looking on? Bam. Yeah, you get Beskar Manda squared away. Good. All right, so you got Beskar Manda. So yeah, finish up what you're doing for Executor when it comes back around. Then make a decision. Do I go for... I'd probably do both at the same time because you have a lot of characters. I just looked at like some of your requirements you're going to need here, Galactimos. You have C, which you probably need to farm those characters, all the Krennic and all that other stuff. But at the same time, I'd go get Starkiller. It's 4 characters. At the same time you're farming up in their cantina. So at the same time you're doing that, you can do your hard node farms and stuff for your anything you need for C. In the meantime, pretty much your gear squared away. You can finish up Fennec as well. Put her in the mix. But get Executor, go into C or in Starkiller, start working on those two as combination. Because adding Executor, Starkiller, and C, especially with your roster, having a Mara Jade, having a Darth Talon, having a Dash and Kyle Katarn will help your roster out tremendously. That's why getting Starkiller is so stupid good right now. But the rest of your stuff looks good, man. I mean, I'm spot checking all your stuff. You can round out a couple characters here in there for like your teams if you want to, if you need a break. But pretty much you've done a really good job of being very focused. Like if you want to take Sith Empire Trooper, you don't need to Relic. Okay, that's okay with me. But for the most part, your stuff is pretty squared away, man. This is a really good roster. I've checked, spot checked, triple checked. Your mods, I haven't seen a damn thing on any of your mods. I mean, these are really good. You've done it right. Look at that health on Grievous. I mean, there's nothing wrong here with your. I mean, I've looked at every major character. I mean, your Revens. I've looked at everything, dude. This is really good. This is a fantastic roster. I don't see anything here whatsoever. Look at that Dark Dabassi 322. This is really good, dude. This is unbelievable. Alexandru Gross's question is: Zam Omicron best for defense or offense, and how would you split bounty hunters? It's honestly, Alexandru, it's Zam is good for both. If you outspeed your opponent with the bounty hunter team, you can put it on defense. Regardless, for me, I like it for offense. It gives me a little bit. I mean, especially with Zam in there, it's instant payout, instant kills, 65 banners with that team. So I like to keep for offense, but you can use it for defense. I see people put it down on defense all the time because it is a pain in the ass to deal with. So it depends on mods. If your bounty hunters outspeed theirs and you want to, because a lot of times, sometimes you'll see people try to mirror match that with bounty hunters. And if you do outspeed bounty hunters, going against with your bounty hunters, 9 times out of 10 equals 65 banners because you go first, you get the payout, and then you just nuke their ass. But it does require that they use a team that they don't necessarily want to use. Like Elsie just put it in there. It requires like a heavy team to beat it because it's so fast and it can just get crazy speeds with that 60% for Zam on defense. But CLS will nuke the hell out of it. Gas will nuke the hell out of it. Jedi Revan can easily take it because you can mark down Zam, get her out of there, and then it's like bam. So there are teams that can take it out on defense. But then again, if you're trying a strategy where you're trying to make them use something like that on bounty hunters, it's not a bad way to go. I'm okie dokie with it. It's good on both parts. But yeah, going back to you, Galactimos, I got nothing else for you, man. This is unbelievably good. This is a really good roster, dude. I have nothing for you. The only thing I would say is just take what I said about which routes you can go for your farm. I don't really care. I like to give you options for which route you would go. But looking at your modding, looking at your roster, your Galactic Legends, all the spot checking I did, I got nothing for you, man. This is really good. Obviously, you've paid attention to what works and you've listened and done your research because your characters are modded very, very exceptionally. I mean, this is really good. I got nothing for you. I mean, if you have any additional questions, you can hit me up directly. I don't know if you're watching this right now. I don't know your alter ego is Galactimos. If Galactimos is your, I don't think that's your name in the chat. But if you want to look at anything else, you can. But from what I've seen, shit, this is good. Oh well, try not to sneeze. Nope, I failed. All right. Chef D says, hello, all. Chef present and accounted for. Good. Get in the kitchen. Cook us up something delicious, Chef Boyardee. All right. Anything else? No, this is really good. All right, so I'm going to see if Galactimos has any questions for me in chat. I don't know if they're watching right now. If you are, hit me up, say I'm Galactimos and I have this. You want me to look at something real quick, but outstanding account. This is really good. Very impressive. Most impressive. If you would like a roster review from RSG, it's not that hard to do. You don't have to do anything but this. Take your GG page and everything you want us to look at and send all that information to Finity in our Discord. It means you have to join our Discord to find us, but that's a great way to do it. Tag him, message him, and send all that stuff to Finity. Give him a day or two to respond. If he doesn't respond, then spam him and just say, how about now? How about now? Get a date, and when he does respond, make sure that he gives you a date and time and says you're in the queue. Once you do, you'll have your date and time. You're more than welcome on that day if you can. Love to have you interact with us, so watch us and we'll do your roster review, and you can ask questions while we're doing it. Hell, you can even be in the Zoom call if you want. If not, then if you watch it back later on, regardless of how you watch it, whether you watch it live or later on, you can always ask us questions. You can send me questions directly about anything we discussed. You can do it live or while we later on, and it's totally fine. And of course, everybody can do that regardless of whether I've done a roster review or not. And I always tell people, if you need something from me, just message me in Discord. I may not respond immediately, but I will respond. So there's that. So if you like a mini roster review, feel free to send that to Finity, and we would be more glad to look at your roster and tell you what we see, tell you what we think you should work on, tell you what's weak and strong. But we'll give you our opinion and then give you some options like we just did for a good friend Galactimos. Again, shout out to the guild, Rebel Force, Kashyyyk. The other thing, too, I will tell you guys is I am doing remods. So if you would like a remod session for old Ranger J 1999, it's quite simple. All you need to do is message me, Ranger J 1999, in Discord, and say you want a mini remod. And basically what the remod session is, it takes about an hour or two. Mostly 2 hours is the average. Sometimes it goes longer, sometimes it goes a little bit less. It depends on your account, how much work has to be put into it. But really it is, all you have to do is share your screen in Discord or a Zoom call. We go through, and we're going to go through your entire roster. I'm going to help you understand modding. We're going to remod your account, and we're going to go through your mods so you can learn how mods work, what you should be looking for, and help you out tremendously. Why do I do it this way? And it's because I want you to be able to look at mods and not worry about it. You know, I go back in after that, maybe an hour here, hour or two there, where I go back and we discuss, like, okay, I got all these new characters. You know, a couple months later, someone will come back and say, I need another mod session because I'm not quite sure how I want to mod these characters and my teams. Well, that's fine. But you have a good understanding, so it's more of a dialogue than anything else. I want to teach you how to do mods. I only charge $25 an hour. Not only will I help you remod your account, get all the crap out of there, set you up for success, and get your teams as best we can, and give you a slicing plan and what you need to focus on for your mods. But you have a better understanding of mods, and that's what's the most important thing. That's why I love to teach, and that's a great way to do it. So, if you like that, if you'd like a remod, all you have to do is message me, and we will get you squared away. All right, Galactimos, I don't see anything in the chat, so if you have any questions, man, I don't think you need to, but it's just an outstanding job, dude. You've laid out the plan. If there's anything else you want me to look at, just message me, and I can look at anything off site. So just message me in Discord. But really good job, man. Outstanding job. Oh, Master SWGOH says, morning all. Hello, Mr. Ranger. Have a bubbly Wednesday. I'd like to. I'd like to. I gotta get some bourbon, but that's easier said than done. All right. Let's see here. Star Wars Galaxy. Okay. I'm checking the forums to see if there's anything going on there, but nothing yet. Chef D's question on a reverse Padme team: is it JMK, Lee, Jedi, Anakin, Padme, GK, and Snips? Yes. Keep Jedi Anakin out of there. It's no. Keep Jedi Anakin out of there. It's JMK. You definitely want Snips. You want GK. You want Padme. Who's the fifth that I put on that team? If you don't have Ahsoka, then because Ahsoka you want on that team, we put that in defense all the time. I mean, you can go with another G. I keep Anakin if you have Qui-Gon Omicron. If not, then you can put Anakin on that team. But if you have the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron, you want Jinn on Anakin with him. So it depends on what you have for other teams and what you're looking to do there, Chef D. But that's pretty much how it plays. If you've got Ahsoka, put her, Commander Ahsoka, put her in there with that team. If you don't, then you can go with someone like Ayla. You can put Shaq T in there if you wanted to. And then pull Anakin for Qui-Gon if you have the Qui-Gon Omicron. If not, then put Jedi Anakin in there and go with your other Jedi somewhere else. All right. No cat, no cam. Yeah, you can go Shaq T. I don't know if you have Omicron Qui-Gon. Keep your Jedi Anakin with him if you do. All right, I need to go check. See, do we did this already? I think. Yeah, I just need 15 more that we can get him scored away. Which we'll do here in a few minutes. I guess I'll farm. And I got to farm Chirotex. All right, you do? Yeah, then absolutely keep him for the Qui-Gon team. And then just put, like, Shakti in there. She works very well with that team. Between Padme and her, there's a lot of healing and cleansing going on there. It can be a pain in the ass. Oh, yeah, I used all my stuff the other day. Well, that sucks. So we did Corbonte's there. I'll have to get some more. Okay. Always more gear. Always farming more crap. Always busy doing something. Boy, I tell you what. Alright. So the only thing I have left to do is my arena climb. And then, yeah. Of course, TW will kick over. And then we'll have to set our teams. I'm trying to get... By Sunday, I want to have Starkiller at least relic. I don't know how I'll be able to take up his relics, but... We do have the Imperial Might event coming tomorrow, so that'll help with a lot of this, with the gear that comes from that event. And then tomorrow is also Corbonte Day, so I'm not in too much of a rush for Starkiller because I got the other pieces. Get him to 8, 9, 10, 11. Get him Relic. That's the big thing is him. So all resources, all 4 firepower. And I should have by then enough. I have 36. I just need 4 more. With the Galactic Challenge reward tomorrow, plus with our Cantina farm, we'll have enough to do his 2. I can't do this. There's much conflict with you until you get him to gear 8. But we'll knock that out once I get his Corbontes done. And then we'll have him squared away. Hashtagger says, farming Chirotex is probably my favorite part of the game. That and relics and mod pieces. Yeah, they all suck. Joe Lapan says, what are your thoughts on a potential Lord Vader tweak? It is actually a possibility, and do you think it's needed now after the crit immunity fiasco? I think they've got something in the works there, Joel. The crit, I mean, they're trying to make sure that things are working as intended. I know they're looking at Lord Vader. I don't have a definite answer for you on that, but we know the interaction with Daka Zombie with... and that has nothing to do with whatever GL you're using, because I did see Daka Zombie. But yeah, it's more the Daka Zombie combination. I don't know what they've got. All this has been addressed with CG, and I know that they're working on stuff in the background. I don't know specifically what they're going to do for the fix or what they're going to change. I do think Lord Vader is really good, but he's not he's like on offense, you can beat any GL. That's not the problem. It's on defense. There's just so many counters that are going against him. Like we're using Dad Bob Boba Fett, so we'll see what it all plays out. But we'll have to wait until CG makes an announcement on it. Then we can react to what they're doing. I know that they're doing fixes and bugs and all this other stuff, but the actual change of itself, I don't know yet. Ugly says, question, do you think they should remove 7-star requirements for upgrading characters to Gear 12? No, I don't. The issue is not, so my issue is now that we've gotten the gear to get characters to Gear 12, the bigger thing for me, OGD, is the next big gear thing, Phase 2, has got to be salvage, and it's got to be gold piece gear, because that's what's tripping people up. The whole purpose of the gear crunch changes, right, is to help get people to get their characters relic, because that's where you want these characters at to participate in the game. So they've done a great job with the first part of that, right? With the Corbontes and the stun guns and the droid collars and all that stuff, right? Outstanding job. But they need to address now the other elephant in the room, which is salvage. And I know there's more coming for gear changes. That's why we're all kind of on pins and needles for State of the Galaxy road ahead. But yeah, they need to address salvage. Salvage is a big problem. Because the problem is that they've linked salvage to taking characters to relic, but you can't relic characters and get them the relic and salvage at the same time. So they need to increase that gear exponentially, and make it easier to get and add different places for this to drop and increase it, because if that's the goal, is to get people to relics. Now, if you want to still sell packs and stuff for relics and stuff, great. But at least help people get characters to relic. That's the bigger thing that they need to increase the gear on. I think that's the bigger issue than the star level is not the issue, because I mean, it is what it is, right? But it's regardless of whether they change that or not. You know, it's still like if the character 6-star, you can get gear 12. The problem is we still don't have enough gear 12, and then you have to think long term for salvage. It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, even taking them to gear 12, the gear 12 is the buffer that is slowing people down. I know it's slowing me down. I mean, after Executor, we've got all the GLs. We got Star Killer unlocked. I mean, I am tapped out. I'm not joking, folks. I am tapped the hell out. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm slowing down a little bit just to work on these stuff. I don't care. They can announce whatever they're going to announce. I ain't got time to be working on it right now. Most GLs have non-GL counters. They were never mad with C being countered by everything under the sun on defense. I don't, yeah, like, listen, I have no problem, Poby1, with GL counters. Don't love them. I think they should be there. The more, the merrier. The only problem I have with the DACA zombie is that it's just been a constant bug, poor game design feature. It has caused nothing but problems and consternation in this game since its inception. Not just with the being able to cheese it against GLs, but the other aspect of this is that they've had to change so many things in raids, and it wasn't just the Lord Vader. Remember, DMK was having a problem with it as well, because they just get fixated on that taunt with zombie all the time. It would just keep, even when they wasn't taunting, but attack it. So I just think they just need to change it. That's the only change. Everything else, leave it alone. I could care less. Like if all the GLs had multiple counters, I wouldn't care, because I think that makes the game more exciting and more fun, because you have to think about all the pieces. It gives you more stuff to shoot for and work on. I think, you know, if it's like a chess game when you're playing GAC, I enjoy that more. It's just that stupid DACA zombie interaction. I can't stand it. It's just stupid. And it really is. But C beating Ray and Jedi Luke still being able to beat SLKR, and what can beat, you know, C, and then, you know, all these teams, right? I've seen videos of Geos beating Ray. I've seen videos of Gas taking out stuff. I mean, there are counters, and I'm all for them. But yeah, it's just the DACA zombie interaction just drives me up the damn wall. It just caused nothing but problems. They just need to rethink that one, and I think we'll be fine. Don't dick around with anything else. Just the DACA zombie one. That's it. Just go in, fix that, whatever you're going to do, come up with a solution, knock it out, and then leave everything else alone and let us do this. Yeah, I'm like that. Like, what else in 3? Like, maybe something simple like, if the leader isn't Night Sims, the zombie only comes back 10 times. Sure, that works totally fine for me. Something along those lines. I'm totally cool with that. Like, that's an easy fix. It gets rid of the nonsense, you know. But yeah, just, oh Christ, and the AI just too stupid to, you know, and they have to change every kit and reword stuff, and just for this one thing, and I'm just, they need to rethink it. Yeah, I think that we'll get something, Joel, with a G, for Vader. They'll look at it, they'll tweak it. Remember back in the day, like when SLKR came out, he was not very good. I mean, people don't, if you've played this game long enough, when SLKR first came out, he was not very good. Ray was head and shoulders better than SLKR. Now, a month and a half later, they made some changes, and got him to where he needed to be. But sometimes that happens. You bring the character out, and SLK was just way behind Ray. They retweaked the kit and made him really good, and then yeah. But I could see them doing something like that with Lord Vader. Master Ugwe says, "Hello. Did you have a thought on my Talon queue? What do you mean?" Master Ugwe says, "Hello. Did you have a thought on my Talon question?" Oh, is that you, Galactimos? Okay. Or did you have a question and I didn't see it? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry, I missed it, Master Ugwe. For some reason, the chat scrolled up and it just hid your thing. So I got you, Master Uguay. I'm like, wait, what? Question: When is talent good to use for Sith? The big Sith trio squad requirements, and what do they beat? Actually, yeah, talent is quite exceptionally good. You see a lot of people are using her for on defense with Darth Revan, and you'll see that if your Darth Revan is at a certain speed, and say like people have not upped the speed on their Piet, let's say like they're in the 330, you pop talent on Darth Revan, that pretty much nukes an Imperial Trooper team. So you'll see her with the Darth Revan team. If that's not the case, then you just use her with Traya. Makes counters to bugs or Mon Mothma. I mean, she's so good. She does so many good things, mainly because she keeps Traya up and running. And under that team, yeah. Especially once you get her relict. And under GAC, and eventually you will do her Omicron. I wouldn't recommend it, but she will ramp up and start one-shotting things because she starts hitting super hard once he ramps up. But outside of GAC, you don't see that in effect, but it's not an Omicron I would put on her. Just her basic ability of keeping Traya up and running, and for the Sith trio, and I run Sith trio. I'm going to run Sith trio with Talon, with Gideon, because one, I take away the turn meter, Talon does her thing, you get that team going, Traya is protected, whether it's Mon Mothma, whether it's, hell, you can take out Padme, a Padme team if you wanted to, you can take out, I'm just throwing teams out there, Mon Mothma. I mean, those are the kind of teams that, you know, take multiple turns, they're killing themselves, and it just makes that team even more effective. So I think she's definitely good. Sorry, I don't know why I missed that question. And sometimes YouTube, it happens, buddy. What else? 73 says, don't rush to get the next GL. Stay on target. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I'm doing. I don't care what they announce. Like, I love to work on Iden. I mean, hell, I could activate her right now. Second Sister, sure, but I've got to get these other characters and stuff done first. That's my priority. So, you guys know how I am. I am super hyper-focused when it comes to this crap. I don't change off unless something. The only time I can only remember once where my plan changed, and that was when recently, and that was when Executor was announced. When Executor was announced, I was like, oh shit, oh no, because I was getting ready to do Lord Vader. We had done some stuff, worked on some other teams. I'm like, okay, I've got everything I need in place. Let's relic up the characters. I got the relic 8s. I'm good. Let's go. Rock and roll. Lord Vader. Executor comes out. I'm like, oh no. And it completely switched all my gear to those characters, which I wasn't planning on. And though I got Executor, not that I regret Executor. I mean, I hate Executor meta, but it's still really dope ass ship. But yeah, that completely changed my game plan. Unbelievably changed my game plan. So I had to stop what I was doing for Lord Vader and go, with all that gear and stuff I'd saved, I had to go for Executor because I knew that was going to be important to do. And I was right. It was important to do. So we got that. We had to do that. But 99% of the time, like, they can announce it, and that's GL tomorrow. I'll be like, okay, I'm still sticking with what I'm working on. Boba Fett, Star Killer, those kind of characters. I'm not getting off Star Killer. I'm not getting off Dad, but it had to be something major. But even then, I'd delay it a little bit. I'd probably go right into it. Instead of go working, like, say, I've been wanting to do, like, my ships, you know, get my characters relic for ships. I'd go right maybe into that thing if I could see on paper that, yeah, I may need that. I'll start that journey. But for me, yeah, it's getting these characters done. And I'm not going to get off. I'm not going to stray from the path. Star Killer's getting done. Boba Fett, Fennec, Omega, those characters are getting done. Now, if I'm working on Shore Trooper, POW, and Hoth Rebel Scout and something big came out, I could put those a little bit on the back burner and go, like, for the new shiny. But I want to get those characters done because I need them for my teams, just like I need the ships done. But it's going to be a hot minute before I get those characters done because, as I said, I'm tapped out. I got nothing left after all this stuff. Once you do 6 GLs, Executor, Star Killer, you're going to be tapped out on everything. It's pretty gross, actually. It's pretty grody. Yeah, we can get those with this. I'm not using it for anything else. All right. Keep your questions coming in. Keep your comments coming in. All that good stuff. I'm just chilling here. We're going to chill for another 35 minutes here. And remember, I will show Book of Bubba episode 6. And my God, episode 6 Book of Bubba is absolutely, oh my God. Guys, no spoilers, but let people just experience it. Unbelievable. I loved it so much. Oh my God. Question: optimal Star Killer squad and best on defense are using for offense. Star Killer can be quite effective on offense and defense. It has a few counters on defense, depending on which team you go with. I'm not quite sure yet on which team we're going to go with yet. Master Uguay, get with me after I get him done. We'll talk about it then, because I know one of the things I'm linking, especially on offense, is like Palpatine, Mara Jade, Star Killer, Kenobi, because I can throw Mace on my JMK team. And then something like Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum or Visas Mar. That's one team you see. I know, Master Uguay, I just, when you messaged me, I just had started it. I'm like, okay. So effing good. I was just blown away. I mean, last week's episode was dope, but this week's blew that one out. I'm like, I'm not even thinking about what happened last week. I'm like, okay, that's the thing. Okay, this is what we're doing now. Thank you, Filoni, our Lord and Savior. Gav P with the waves, Cesar Ranger and RSG Peeps, pickles for everybody, and of course the chocolate covered sprinkle donuts and buttermilk fluffy pancakes for the goddess Alchi. It was amazing. Question: I'm watching Boba later. How is it compared to episode 5? Episode 5 is you'll forget about episode 5, Gav P. Let's just say episode 6. We're going to be talking about this one. Yeah, Tumblr, don't worry. I'll be showing it. You'll see it. You're going to be blown absolutely away. I want to watch it again. That's how good it was. It had so much shit in there and such hype. I cannot tell you how dope that shit is. I was blown away, man. I could not believe all the stuff that they did in that episode. It was unreal. I was just giddy. I was like a kid again with all the stuff that was in there. I was like, yeah. Oh, trust me. It answers so many questions, this episode, but it opens up even more, man. It is unbelievable. I'm just telling you. LC question: what Lord Vader team do you set on defense in GSC? He breaks up so many teams. Not really. For me, the team that I use, and I'm happy with it. It's still a timeout team. It's still, someone has to go in there heavy duty against it. No, it's my offense teams. Darth Vader, the 3 tanks. I'm running Tarkin in there right now. I'm going to switch that out. Probably. No, we're going to keep Tarkin in there because we're keeping Shore for my Palpatine team. So yeah, but this team, if I want to, I'll take Tarkin out and I'll put in. You can throw in Maul if you want to. I like Maul with my Mando, so no. I'm not going to put Darth Vader in there, but you can put in somebody like that in there. Hell, once the second sister's done, she's a great fit for this team. Because I really want to keep Shore Trooper for my Palpatine team. I like the tank in there. But if you wanted to, you can go all 4 tanks. I've done that before. Darth Lucas says really upselling it, and I have to watch it right now. Trust me, the shit sells itself. Darth Lucas, watch it, man. I'm telling you, dude. If you want to wait 30 minutes, we're gonna be playing it in Discord, man. I'm telling you, episode 6, Book of Boba Fett, unreal, man. I could not believe what they did. Herman Focus's question: have you seen anyone taking out your GL Vader with troopers in GAC? No, they've been using GLs. That trooper team. So here's the thing. This is the myth. This is the thing is, yeah, Shock T and troopers can take out Lord Vader. Here's the problem though. You got to have crazy ass mods to do that. Not just for Shock T, but for the troopers. Because that team can lose. It's only a small percentage of people that use it. And even if they do, it's not always successful. It can work. Don't get me wrong. It works. But most of the time you see people using the GL because it is such mod intensive. Like your best mods on one character like that. I mean, yeah. It can work. But yeah, you see people mainly using like SLKR Cheese. Or they go in there with the Jedi Master Luke team. Or Jedi Master Kenobi team without Commander Ahsoka. They go in there with the big heavy hitting stuff. So yeah. Master Uguis's question: could this be brilliant from Filoni and Favreau? No spoiler, but shows of Ahsoka, Bubba, Mando, and all tie in years, three-way amazingness, and again, episode 6 is the best ever. Yeah, I think they are. Just like Marvel, they've learned their lessons from this. That all these series, they're all going to tie into one another somehow, some way. They're all going to be linked, and that's what makes it so great. Just like the Marvel universe. I mean, it makes sense. I love it. I just think what they're doing with these series are unbelievable. I mean, they tie in everything. Even the animated stuff gets tied in, man. It's unreal. So I could not be more happier than I am right now with Book of Boba Fett. And it's leading into a big climax that I'm excited for, man. Book of Boba Fett is hitting, and I'm digging the shit out of it. You guys will see. Those that watch it say you'll know, and those that are going to watch in Discord here in about 30 minutes, you'll know. You'll know the deal. Hey, JB United, what's going on, buddy? We're just chilling, chilling. I do have to set my GAC defense. I was waiting for the GAC Whisperer to get on, but I guess he's not coming on today, so I'll just kind of go with some standard stuff. We'll figure it out. All right. What else? All right, keep your questions coming in. As I said, we're going to go about 30 more minutes, and we'll keep answering your questions, answer your comments. I am checking the forums because kind of waiting to see what they're going to pop. And I'm refreshing now, and I'm not seeing anything. No, nothing yet. Oh, wait, what's this? When was this done? Today. So we just had a thing from Doge Effect. It says, hi, Holotable Heroes. I'll pull it up here for you guys. He says, we are aware of potential balance issues involving Lord Vader after a recent fix. Lord Vader's My New Empire leader ability was applying crit hit immunity to all allies instead of the target ally. We are investigating if this merits any change and let you know in advance so changes are coming. All right. And this is in addition to the investigation. Yeah, I think as I said, CG's. So one thing I can tell you guys that all the testers and people that speak to CG when you guys send us stuff, you're just one microcosm of everything that's being sent to them. So they're made very aware of what is happening when something happens like that. So you can see that they're responding to that. So yeah, that happened last night. It says the second. I don't know when I don't know what the time difference is weird. So I hadn't seen that one. Are you sure that came last night? When was this posted? 1:43 a.m. My God. Well, that must be my time. Jesus, no wonder I didn't see it. Well, there we go. Technically, it is a second, but early morning in the second. So what? 10 hours ago, 11 hours ago, he posted that. My time. I was trying to go to sleepy. I was trying to get some sleepy. All right. Anything else? Just looking at stuff here. Yeah. Buzzsaw, more Lord Vader issues? Take up your torches and pitchforks. We storm the CG offices at dawn. Yeah, just throw donuts at them, like I plan on to. That way you can get a nice little pastry hit, and then they can eat a delicious donut. Boss says, yeah, check our guild SWGOH news in the Discord. It'll tell you the exact time. Gotcha. I've got too many Discords, boss. LeVar, let's just be honest, man. Do you have any Discords I'm involved with now with all the streamers and content and CG and everything else I'm involved in? I can't keep up anymore, man. That's why you hardly ever see me talking in our guild chat between our own Discord channel and all the other ones. I mean, I'm constantly getting tagged. I'm jumping here, I'm jumping there, plus all the direct messages I get. It's hard, man. The life of a streamer. I try to keep up, but it's a lot. Because when I'm not doing this, I'm usually like yesterday. I was with Mort on his stream while he was doing JAC, and then when I'm not doing that, I'm like doing some testing or working on stuff for CG, or I'm doing something else with another streamer. You know, so there's a lot of stuff happening, and constantly in Discord, I'm checking as much as I can, even when I'm not at my desk. You know, my computer. I've got my phone in. You know, people will message me if I'm doing something, and I'll look and see what the hell's going on. Answer questions, things of that nature. Busy, 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 but it's good to be busy than not busy. All right. So we're going to go, as I said, we're going to show Book of Boba Fett here in about 20 minutes or so. And then I usually wait till after I do my energy, and then we'll set that up. And yeah. Question, when does Lord of the Rings come out? I don't know. I know it's coming soon. Well, I don't know if it's coming soon. I just know that is it in production? I haven't. Jeremy, hush. I don't know if Cad's going to get an Omicron anytime soon. He could. They're all getting Omicrons. They're gonna update all this stuff for all these characters and things. So you just have to be careful about. You have to be really specific about the Omicrons, and then do want to focus on GAC. I think for me, after looking at everything, listen, the TW Omicrons are incredible, and eventually I will get them done. But where the rubber meets the road is GAC. And you probably want your people that are in your guilds trying to get better rewards in GAC. Now, if they don't care, then fine. Then they can do TW. That helps the guild out a little bit with the rewards in there. But GAC is where they get the crystals, they get those rewards, and it helps them long term for their farms and stuff. Because crystals really do make the world go round in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. So I mainly have been focusing on GAC Omicrons. We're going to do Starkiller. We got his last two to do, which I'll do here in the next day or so once I get him Gear 8. And then after that, it's, building them up again. And I don't know why I'm using a lot of chapstick, but man, this dry weather, this cold weather always makes my lips chapped, and it's annoying. Because usually when I get done with streaming, I go run some errands and stuff. So I'm outside doing stuff, and then, I go inside and I'm like, oh, wow. Nice cold air to chap your lips. Wonderful. All right. Do I have a second account, says 30 Player? Absolutely not. And salute to all those that do, because I can barely keep up with this one. I mean, I guess if I wasn't a streamer, maybe I could, but there's streamers that do have multiple accounts. I don't have time for it. I really don't. And I'm not interested because I am so meticulously involved with this one. With GAC and everything else, there's just no way. There's no way 30. One's plenty, man. Trust me. Now, some people, I know they have multiple accounts like Mort. Mort has 3 accounts he runs. God bless him. Don't know how he does it, but one is enough, man. I have so much to focus on just one that, yeah, I'm not even remotely interested in doing another one. If you do and you got the time, hell yeah, go for it. Absolutely fun. Jeremy, yeah, I love the Omicrons. They are hard to get, but they create new dimensions. Yeah, I do too. I do love Omicrons. Has been a really nice thing to add. Janet says Plo Koon Omicron needs to be Force Judgment. Yeah, there's some changes coming, I think, with Omicron's allowed them to do that without actually having to change to character reworks. Jeremy says Mace Omicron. Hey, not on my watch. It'll be a long time coming. I know what else in 3. I'm with you. He says I have enough work to do with one account. Yes, indeed. Ray Rock says I'm not a streamer and my single account is time consuming enough. Could you imagine this? It's not just. It's like double conquest, double everything, double TW, double raids, double all that stuff. Because I did run, remember when I was running my account and we were doing Grande's account, I almost lost my mind. After a couple months, I was like, I can't do this anymore because it was just so time consuming. You know, plus we had the, you know, back in the day with the squad arena stuff, it was crazy. I couldn't keep up with it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't climb an arena for me and then do this and do the conquest and do all this stuff and then go back in and do it all over again. Especially when you had like multiple territory wars. Oh my God, I thought I was going to throw up. Oh, it was crazy. Buzzsaw says, Jack of many accounts, master of none. There you go. Ethelion JE says, I certainly like the way the Omicrons are meaning there's a bit more variety in what we're seeing. Yeah, I do too. And I like that there's certain ones get it for certain places. So it just makes these characters that we have to do have some value somewhere that you can get something out of it. So I you know, especially with all the characters that we don't use that, you know, get Omicrons that, that we had to gear up for Galactic Legends now. Yeah, I think Omicrons was a smart play. Tell me the question, what do you reckon about L3 with GG and JC? Works, droids. We're going to have to go full droid team with that, though. What else in 3? Depending on what happens in episode 7, Mace can get an Omicron. I'm going to be surprised after all the connections happening in Book of Boba Fett. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But as far as I'm concerned, unless something changes drastically, no to Mace Omicron. No to Mace rework. Just so I can see Ram Bam cry like a little girl. Hawthorne says, not necessarily more counts equals more counter practice. I think it really helped me be good at GSA. I have dropped down to 1 though. Yeah, you can be, but it's just the time. I just don't have the time sink. I agree with you on your point there, Hawthorne, but I just would not have the time. There is no way on this good earth that I can run 2 accounts. There's just no way. I don't have enough time between everything else I'm doing. And I mean, again, double conquest, double TWs, double TD, double raids, all that stuff. And they're all, no. Gappy, multiple accounts, question mark? More power to those who have more than one account. Just keeping up with one account is tough enough. Players like Morton, Avanash are hardcore. Yeah, they are. Jeremy, I didn't exactly what we need, and we need more like that. One character that supercharges neglected characters. Yeah, and that's what CG's trying to do more, is to get these other teams that were being left in the wayside to have some viability and usage. Jeremy started playing RPG Dice, fun talisman type game. Nice, very nice. What else on 3? There are at least 20 others in line for an Omicron for Mace, for sure. Yeah, Mace. Let's leave Mace alone. Hey, teacher. Leave that Mace alone. Tumblr says, imagine doing conquest on multiple accounts. I'd stab myself. And I don't think they do. I think when it comes to conquest, I mean, Mort said it, that he just does bare minimum, get what he can. He just doesn't have the time for conquest. Herman says, I don't know how Avanash ran like 15 at once. I don't either, man. That girl, goddamn, Abby is a monster. Gappy question, not really question, just saying kudos to Ranger for blocking any development Omicron to make Ram's life miserable. You're welcome. I take pride in that. Yeah. Me, Doja, Crumb, we're all on the same page on that. And mainly because we want to see Ram Bam suffer. Because it is a glorious, his tears taste delicious. It's like strawberries and cream. It's really delicious. I enjoy it immensely, and I love giving Rainbow endless crap for it. Not sure how Xerath runs 3 accounts and puts out as many videos as he does. Yeah, it's all he does, man. It can be done. You know, with everything else I do. Now, I do stuff separately, but that's because I want to do other stuff besides SWGOH. And I mainly stream. I don't do videos. We do videos sometimes here and there just for fun. For you guys, but mainly because of how much we stream. I don't have time to do videos. I mean, I guess it could be like Cubs and cut videos while I'm streaming. It's something I might do, but yeah, there's enough videos out there. I like to interact and be live and talk about stuff so people have something to listen to, and that's pretty much just kind of like a podcast. We're just here to discuss and interact with you guys. Hey, Nathan H, what's going on? It says, hello there, skewers of the pickle. That's true. Huzzah. Huzzah. Dilly dilly to everyone. Yeah, so in 15 minutes, we'll see how much salvage I can muster, see if we can get some Omicrons, and then I'm going to start Book of Boba Fett. I got to go run an errand, and then I'll be back, and then we'll rock and roll. Yeah, sleep. Yeah, other stuff like sleep. Yeah, 4 counts is madness. Yeah. I don't know how they do it. I mean, as I said, I did 2 accounts, and that was Grande. There was 2 high GP accounts at the time for their level. Grande's was actually way higher than mine. And I was running TB raids, doing his arena climb, and GAC. I thought I was going to lose my mind. I couldn't keep up, and I told Ron, I can't do this anymore. It's just too much. You're gonna have to do something with your account. I mean, and I didn't mind helping out because Ron was going through some stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'll run your account. But after about a couple months, I was like, okay, buddy, I can't keep doing this. I was worn the hell out. I mean, I still have his information. I could log in anytime. I just have no interest whatsoever. Especially with like the farming and stuff, man. You just farm and farm and farm, and it's a mind drain. But hey, for those that want to do it, more props to you, man. Respect. Master Ugle question: Jaina and Jason win in Bane. Master Ugle, can't answer that because anything that relates to the future, I can never discuss or confirm or deny because I'm the infamous beta tester. I will say this, I don't think Jaina and Jason will ever be in this game, mainly because it would throw off, I mean, you never want to say never say never, but I don't get a good sense that we'll ever see a Jaina and a Jason, mainly because it'd be confusing. They're legend characters, they are the twins, twin son and daughter of Han and Leia from the Legends books. I'd love to have it. I've got a Jaina Black Series figure over there. She's one of my favorite characters. A Master Jedi and Master Bounty Hunter, and a hell of a pilot too. She's dope. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever get those. Bane's always possible in the future. Bane and Zen, I think, would eventually come to the game. I don't know when, but even if I did know, I couldn't give you specifics. Nathan H, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here, y'all gonna make me mod my jack. Up in here. BCM, the Country Viking. Well, hello there, my friend. Says happy Hump Day. What's going on, BCM? All right, DMX fans, I see you. All right. You can see Filoni pulling it off. I don't put anything outside the realm with Dave Filoni. He's a master at this stuff. Of always tying stuff in, and I just love what him and Favreau are doing with all the Star Wars stuff. It's just been unbelievable. So effing good. All right, I am just chilling here. Let's see, Fleet Arena, only 15. Yeah, these guys are all climbing ahead of me, so I can't really climb right now in Fleet. We can go knock out Arena real quick because I just have to do the daily, which is me just going in and forfeiting. Because if I have to do one more fight when it comes to this, I'm going to lose my mind. Up in here, I see what y'all did. Oh, look, another Kenobi versus Kenobi fight in Squad Arena. Well, it's just forfeit. We win. They win, we lose. But I get the daily knocked out. Not too overly concerned about it. So I did 3 arena Fleet arena battle? Really? I haven't done a Fleet arena battle? Oh, yeah. I thought I had. I was like, wait, did I do it? No, I didn't. All right. So we have to do that. Yeah, just the dailies. We'll get counterattacks. We'll do some Cantina. Get that Fleet Arena battle in. Finish all daily activities. There we go. I am the dad. Says I was a little late today. Did you announce when you're doing JC? Yeah, we're gonna try to maybe do it tonight. There, I'm the dad with Crom. I got to get with Crom and find out if he's doing JC tonight. If not, then we'll do it tomorrow during the lunch stream. Gear 12 Django Scion of Boba Fett any good? Yeah, pretty solid. It's not as good as it's going to be with Relics, just because of the you need that for him to hit and get those bonuses. But he'll be effective. Django. You mean Boba Fett? Scion of any good? Django Scion any good? Scion of Django. Tumblr says, what do you reckon about the Phasma Omicron? It's really good in TW. People that have it use it, and it makes that team a little bit of a pain in the ass. So it's really good, but again, priority is just GSC or TW. I haven't put any TW ones on. There's some I really want to do. Mara Jades is really gross. Boba Fett, of course, is really gross. I like Phasma. She's really good. So, yeah. Crom. You see my enemies driven before me and hear the lamentation of the women. Yes, this is good. But no, I mean, my priorities is GAC. I'll eventually start putting Omicrons in TW, like Dad bought Boba Fett because I'll have them done. But you know, if I'm thinking about JC where I get crystals and be most effective for my guild, where I can start farming these teams and have more teams for them, then that's what I'm going to do. Ray Rock says, well, I have about 6 inches of snow. I need a shovel, and it's 17 degrees outside, so I'll be doing that. There you go. Yeah, that sucks. Question: mod level increase or relic increase? What's next? It'll be a relic. They won't. They're not going to change mods for a bit. If I was to take out of the 2 Master Ugo, I'd say probably relic would be more likely than a mod. Game update soon, 11:15 Pacific time. So that's what, 2 hours for me? Pacific is 11:15 would be, oh, in an hour. Okay. Well, is there anything in well, let's check. See if they announced anything in the forums. Nothing yet. So 11:15 Pacific, about an hour. Yep. I have to do the math. Man, I'm starting to get a migraine coming on. I already know what to do. Don't worry. I need to go take some medication. All right. Question: would you like to see Mandalore in the game? Possibly. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Master, okay, relic after we just had 9, that would be pants. That's what they do, man. Before we see any changes to mods, yeah. Qui-Gon, which 2 would you prioritize for Boba Fett? Think I got 48 save. Thanks to Qui-Gon and Zam. Won't have him until this next one. Fell 17 short. Just couldn't will myself to get the red crate. I think the one that people are leaving off is Dual Barrage, right? Is it Dual Barrage? One of these two. You want Fett Legacy for sure. Dangerous Reputation, I think, is the one they do next. Yeah. He gets all those bonuses and stuff. And then Dual Barrage just helps him with the stacks. So that's the last one people do. They usually Dangerous Reputation and Fett Legacy, and then they do Dual Barrage last. I have seen a Skywalker Vader. I'm gonna be showing it in 10 minutes. You know that. And hello to you up there in frozen tundra, Canada, there, eh? Hashtagger question: who's your third best pick for a JC Omicron? Well, I've done Qui-Gon, I've done Zam, and I think they're both worth it. Starkiller, all his are worth it. I'm gonna put them all on. After that, I mean, Dashes is really solid because of the prepared mechanic. It's okay. Talons is pretty solid. We're just talking GAC. Those 2 come into mind when I think of GAC. Iden's, yeah, I put Iden's above those. Iden's is sick. Iden is a sick SGAC character. Question: Tusken Awaken coming? Opportunity with some now. Oh yeah. We'll see if we get some more Tuskens. No spoilers, but you know what I'm talking about. Ryan says Iden is worth it. Yes, she is. She's going to be a character I'll work on here very soon. Once I get Starkiller done, the Book of Boba Fett team done and stuff, I'm going to pop on Iden because I already got these characters relic. So for the most part, I can create a really decent Iden team. So I'm going to go hard into Iden. I agree with you 1,000% there, Ryan. I think she's absolutely worth it. Iden's a dope ass character. I had a lot of fun with her testing with her, just that team, like what works, what doesn't work, against what. She can hold her own, that young lady. Oh, pop. Yeah, I'm going to have to take me some leave and get a migraine coming on. I can feel it. It just happens sometimes. We'll do that here and once I get everything done. So as I said, a few more minutes, get your questions, comments coming in. We're going to do my dailies, and then we're going to go to watch Book of Boba Fett. I'm going to do that in the Discord. I I'm not sold on the Akbar one yet, Ryan. I just don't. I'm just not. I agree with you 1,000%. I think Akbar's is solid, but it doesn't. I'm not feeling it yet. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I think it's good, but it's kind of at the Rose level for me right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Rose's Omicron is decent, but does it rise to the other ones like Iden, Starkiller, Qui-Gon, Zam? For me right now, it doesn't. I ain't gonna hate you if you put it on. Still decent, but I think those are just overall better ones. What am I getting tagged about? Someone just hit the no button. God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was in a bit. Why not? We'll throw people off. Well, and it might, but what are you going to use with the Akbar team that you're not going to be using Rebels and Rebel Fighters and other places, right? Because, I guess, I mean, you're going to keep CLS with CLS. I mean, it could make a secondary team there, Ryan. I mean, it could be solid, but it doesn't terrify me like some of the other ones. The Zam Omicron, the Qui-Gon, the stuff for Starkiller, even like Dash will give you more pause than the Akbar one. But if you want to put in the back wall and maybe surprise some people, let me know how it goes, man. It might shock some people. Could do some good work out there, boy. Let me tell you. All right, I'm just seeing if there's any. I'm checking the forums to see if there's anything announced yet. Not yet. I know we have a update coming up, but yeah. Akbar could be a nice early game. Yeah, that's not good point. Ron Darty works for me. Works for my depth. Sure, Olben, Leia, CH for the back wall. Sure, I'm okay with that, Ron. Again, I ain't gonna hate if you put it on. No problems with that. Chris Paul, if you have Akbar's Omicron, check out Farm Boy Luke basic ability. He can get 40% trim each time he's called assist, and he is for ramping damage mechanic. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a decent Omicron, but if I'm going to prioritize what I'm going to put on there, Zam, Starkiller, like I've got Starkiller. Now, if you don't have Starkiller, then you have a little bit more flexibility, but I've got to get Starkillers on him. Qui-Gon's still really good. We use him all the time on offense. It's a nice, smooth 61, 62 banners. Once old Anacron goes, it's like delicious. Delicious. I'll let you guys know about GSC. I'll find out here. Crum will message me and let me know if we're going to do GSC tonight. If not, then we'll just do the Wednesday night stream, and then I'll run GSC tomorrow during the lunch stream. It's not that big a deal. All right, a couple minutes. Get your last comments in because I am going to, here at 12:30, I'm going to do my dailies. We'll see how I do with the salvage, if I get any Omicrons. And then we're going to end the stream because we got Book of Bubba to watch, folks. Make sure you join our Discord. Book of Boba Fett. We will do episode 6 in the Discord. So please, if you want to come watch it, it'll be in the live voice channel, live streaming channel. Just when you join, make sure you're on mute. So that other people can listen without and watch without having any sound or anything like that. Leia Omicron announced. Rolo, was she announced? Yep, Omicron ability, Princess Leia. So hers is in Grand Arena. Whenever Leia attacks, she has a 50% chance to grant all Rebel allies retribution for 2 turns, a 55% chance to grant all Rebel allies tenacity up, and all other Rebel allies recover 5% health protection. That's pretty solid. Retribution and stuff. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so Omicron for Princess Leia. Pretty nice. It says 55% chance. So it's not granted automatically. So she has a 50 is basically a coin flip, better than a coin flip. Chance to give them retribution and tenacity up. So yeah. So they just announce someone for Omicron. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Question I just saw on the forums, another Omicron for Princess Leia. I'm really getting tired of all these Omicrons for the next gear rollout and nothing on Conquest. That's coming, Dark Sign. Don't worry. I don't know when they're going to drop that, but I know it's coming soon. I just don't have a date for you, man. We should know. We will know about Conquest here very shortly. If not today, tomorrow, Thursday, because they always announce something before Conquest. They have to. What the next character is and all that kind of stuff. There will be an announcement. Whether they do a road ahead of State of the Galaxy. So we'll get the Conquest information. Gear, I'm still waiting to get that information too, because I know Phase 2, we just talked about that earlier. So actually, I'm going to push back on that a little bit there, Darsign. I've been getting better drop rates with the Omicrons of late. I don't know if they changed it. All of a sudden, man, with our pulls and stuff, I've been getting more Omicrons. I mean, I picked up like 6 or 8 in the last 2 days, man. It's been absolutely bonkers, dude. Watch me go pull and get nothing, but for me, the drop rates increased exponentially, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on. No, nothing is worse than mod depression, Darsign. Come on, you know better than that, buddy. Mod depression is the worst thing ever. All right, we're going to make a run for the border here. We got to get these pieces, so we might as well farm them. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. All right, no Omicrons there. Of course, after the last 2 days of getting a buttload of Omicrons, I get none. Yeah. Of course, as soon as I say that, I guess I got a little spoiled with the last few days where I was just they were dropping Omicrons left and right. Like, god damn. All right, we need Chirotex, so we'll do this real quick. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Well, we got 5, and then we got, how many? 4. All right, I guess got to build them up, so. Slowly but surely farm those up. Yes, I did. So yesterday, I'll wrap up with this. Yesterday, I just gotten Dash to Relic 5. That was my big thing yesterday. Then I joined GAC. Then Meow Meow messaged me, and I just told her an update on where we were. And I had Dark Talon 7-star, and she was gear 9. Well, Meow Meow was not having that. She wanted me to get Star Killer immediately. So she sent me a bunch of money in PayPal and said finish Talon, which we did. And then on top of that, she sent me more to make She made sure that we had Talon done, and then we unlocked Star Killer. So Star Killer is done. So if you want to go back and watch that madness yesterday with the Meow Meow just dropping bombs on me, like, no, go get it. Like, what do you mean? What are you doing? I couldn't believe it, dude. And if I'd known that she was going to do that, I would have totally not joined GAC. But that's just one of those surprise mechanics that happens in life. Master Egoist's question: of all the questions you get, what has made you stop and think the most, or change your view of the game? There's really never been a question like that. I mean, I don't pretend to know everything there, Master Uguay. A lot of times, 80% of the time I can give really good information and give you the answer. Sometimes there's that 20% either I'm not sure, or I can't remember, or I don't know. And I don't have any problem saying, I don't have any problem saying I don't know, and I'll ask the chat, or I'll see if I can find out. And I think that's an okay response. No question has really just made me pause and go, oh my god. Because I've been kind of, because I played this, what game? 6 years, coming on 7 years now. You know, we're in 6 years in this game. So I've been there, seen that, got the t-shirt, and then wore out the t-shirt, and then got another one. So there's not much that gives me pause. In the way that you're describing it, Master Uguay. Sometimes people come up with comps or say something. I'm like, oh, or either I forgot, or I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, or oh, I didn't know that, you know. And they'll be like, oh, okay, like a team comp in GAC or something like that. But nothing where I'm just like changing my whole philosophy of thinking and stuff. No, I've never had anything like that. Well, that doesn't make me pause and think about it. It just makes me angry, Darsign. The Eternal Twin stuff, yeah. I usually, I do my research very quickly, and I can make up my mind on things pretty quickly. But I always, I always leave my mind open to have my opinion changed. Because just because I say something doesn't mean I'm right. Even unless it's a fact. A fact is a fact. But my opinion can be changed on issues. But you have to you have to convince me with good evidence and logic that what you're saying is a better viewpoint than what I have. Yeah. Well, Turtles One's not so much now Conquest, man. And I'm curious, like you are, Darkseid, about Conquest as well. I know it's coming. I know they're going to do an announcement on it. I'm interested to see what they're going to say about Conquest. If it's more the same, then I just throw my hands up because I fought the good fight. I can't win everything. A lot of the changes and stuff I've been very proud of to be as a beta tester that I've had some influence on. But at the end of the day, all I am is an advisor. I treat my role as an advisory role and give my opinion and what I think they should do and give them, just like the other testers on when they test or people that they listen to outside of the company for our opinion on the state of the game and things of that nature. So there's been some good changes against stuff, and I'm proud to have been a part of it. But doesn't mean they always listen, and doesn't always mean they're going to take our advice, and that's okay. It's their game, it's their company. They do whatever the hell they want. I'm just there to advise. All right, I see what you did there, Darside. Knock it off. All right, we are done then. I don't want to dick around anymore. So this last question from Master Ugwe question. There's a question about the game that you've never been asked but would like to surface. No, I mean, we've pretty much. I mean, Master Ugwe, if you watch the stream for long enough, you've seen we've delved deeply into every issue that comes out. I mean, we've beaten it to like for instance, Conquest. We beat that dead horse to death. I mean, we have really gone in depth on a lot of stuff. So, I mean, you name the subject, we've talked about it in depth. Gear, characters, farms, game modes, everything like that. We talk about it all the time. So there's really not an issue or anything that we haven't seen before. We're like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, no, but yeah. No, there's no question about the game. I've never been asked. It's always the first time, though. Janet Baker question, does being a beta tester kind of ruin the surprise of new content for you? No. Because, one, I've never been I don't care about spoilers. But two, being able to have an impact on like all the characters. I actually interviewed Crumb last year when we were talking about the beta testing program and how influential we are on the newer stuff that's been coming out on kits and things of that nature as best we can to make sure that we're trying to keep it in line with you guys to be the best characters that they can. And I give CG props. They've been really listening to us on this stuff, and they've done a really good job. And it's made them, I think, better developers because they really take that into consideration when they're developing these characters. As you can see from these kits, these characters at lower stars, and these kits are amazing, and they're very functional at lower stars. So the people that only have it at 3-4 stars can go in and use the character and be quite effective. So things like that. So you sacrificed one thing for the other, Janet. So not being surprised anymore. Yeah, I sacrificed that, but what I gain to be a voice for you guys and try to be somewhat influential. I'm just a tiny voice in a big pond. But nonetheless, I do like having some impact. So if I have to give it my surprise to make sure that things are going in the direction I think that's great for the community, for you guys, then yeah, I'll give it my surprise. All right, Elsie question. I know they don't pay you, but do you get any goodies from playtesting? Nope, I don't get anything. I don't request anything, don't want anything. I do it just voluntarily because I love the game, and that's just the way it is. I don't expect them to send me anything. I don't require anything. And it's not just me, it's the other beta testers and stuff. They don't get anything from this other than just, having an impact on the game. That's why they're heroes. They're legends. It's an unforgiving job because people always say stuff in the comments like, did you guys test this stuff and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's like, okay. You just have to have thick skin. I'll just ignore that kind of crap. Everyone thinks they can do it better. And sometimes they can. But, it's a unpaid gig. I don't get anything for it. I just go in there and give my insights on all the new stuff that comes out and test it out and try to make an impact and talk with CG and just have that open dialogue and open communication. And I think that's important. So there you go. All right, I'm going to end the stream because I have to go show Book of Boba Fett. So I'm going to go get that set up right now. So joining me in the Discord is linked in the description below. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already so you can get that content and help the channel grow. Think about coming to Patreon sponsor. As I said, it does make a big difference if you can, hey, $5 a month. All that's linked in the description. But the big thing now is go join our Discord if you haven't already. We're going to go jump in right now. I'm going to end the stream. We're going to get in there and we're going to do Book of Boba Fett. And so I'll show the first episode. If the show ends and I'm a few minutes behind starting the second run of it, that's because I have to go run an errand. I'll try to be back in time so that I can make sure that we're squared away. So with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself, everybody here, love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Let's all jump in Discord and let's go watch some Book of Boba Fett episode 6. Let's go. See you guys in a minute.